so much a story. Nataka iwe interactive, kwa hiyo naomba feel free to jump in anytime. Kama nikikuacha nyuma kidogo naomba uniambie. Nitakuwa nachanganya Kiingereza na Kiswahili. Kiswahili changu kinapotea kidogo, kinachenga lakini najitahidi. Nataka kuambia story ambayo inaitwa The Lion, The Idol and Me. Nani anajua ni mnyama gani duniani ambaye anakimbia kasi kuliko wanyama? Cheetah. Yeah, whoever said cheetah, you're right. Which is the strongest animal in the world? Strongest. Elephant, thank you. Somebody here said elephant. Which one is the biggest animal in the world? Largest animal in the world. Elephant also. My favorite animal. However, which is the animal in the world that believes in itself the most? Who is the king of the jungle? Thank you. Why do you think that lion is the king of the jungle? He is not the biggest, he's not the fastest, he's not the best. He has an attitude, and that attitude comes from believing in himself, right? When a lion sees an elephant, it's not thinking like you and I would, oh, that's a large animal. It's thinking that's lunch. So all he's thinking about is how he's going to take advantage of that elephant so he can get a hold of it and be able to have lunch, dinner, and breakfast, whatever, however time of the day it is. The idol. I want to play a bit of a game with you again. Yeah. So my idol for today, I selected somebody from Tanzania, even though I have many. Maybe na idols, na role models, na mentor. Na mentor mmoja tu. Lakini na a lot of idols and a lot of role models. Kwa hiyo nimechagua idol mmoja. Idol mmoja anatoka Tanzania. Sitasema sana, lakini nitasema vitu vidogo vidogo, afu mtu ambaye anajua nani namzungumzia aniambie. Sawa? Aya. This person is a gentleman. He was born in 1944 in a village called Machame. I knew when I said that somebody will know it. Okay, so we all know the story of the late Mzee Mengi. Mzee Mengi was certainly one of my idols, and he wrote one of my favorite books right before he left us, which has left a huge legacy. His net worth was something of $500 million by the time he was passing on. He has a lot of entities and makampuni mengi sana, alifanya mambo mengi sana, so we all know this. And we also know, or maybe some of you don't know, that he came from a very humble background. Hiyo background yake alikuwa anaishi kwenye nyumba ndogo sana. Walikuwa anaishi kwenye nyumba moja. Nyumba ilikuwa ina panya, ina all kind of things that they had to cohabitate with, ambazo normal human beings don't. Lakini yule mzee toka alivyokuwa mdogo vile alikuwa anajua kwamba maisha yake yana mean more than that. Why? Because he believed in himself. It all starts with us believing in ourselves. Unaweza ukatolewa hapa, ukapelekwa nchi yoyote. Mimi have lived in more than 4 or 5 different countries outside of Tanzania. Lakini if my attitude was not about believing in myself, I never would have taken anything from anywhere where I lived, no matter how long I stayed there, no matter who was around me, or any of that. For you, I'm here today to talk to you about the power of believing in yourself through positive thinking. It all starts na mawazo yako. Unawaza nini? Unachukua muda kuwaza mawazo ambayo ni fikra chanya. Nimeongea fikra chanya ni positive thinking. By the way, I didn't know. I'm excited to learn that. Fikra chanya. Unatakiwa kuwa na fikra chanya ambazo zinakuamsha asubuhi. The best thing to do ukiamka asubuhi, kitu cha kwanza unachokifanya, unapanga mawazo yako. Na hayo mawazo lazima yawe positive thoughts. So positive thinking is the basis of us believing in ourselves. Nimeshikilia makaratasi hapa, and the reason why nimeshikilia makaratasi nataka kuyapass around. I was gonna do this exercise as we are going about me speaking, lakini naomba muhakikishe kwamba mmefanya hii exercise whether I'm there or not. Okay? Kwa hiyo you don't have to do it now, but please make sure you do it. Naomba uchukue karatasi moja of each color, kwa hiyo matatu, alafu umeshikilia kupasoma. So everybody can have one. Hi. Sasa, to stick with the power of 3, the third part of the story was, remember, it was the lion, the idol, and me. So now, I'm going to tell you, I don't like talking about myself too much, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I started by saying that I've lived in 5 different countries, or a little bit more than 5 if you include Tanzania and some other places that I lived for a very short time. I was mostly educated in my lower education in Tanzania. Nimesoma hapa mpaka nilianza kusoma shule ndogo sana Iringa, graduate, nikachaguliwa kwenda Lugalo. Nikaenda Lugalo for secondary school. I was there for a year. Wazazi wangu wakanihamisha, wakanipeleka Kondoa Girls. Now, that was the first time nilikuwa na miaka 11. That was the first time in my life that I understood the power of believing in yourself and having the right thoughts constantly in your mind. Kwa sababu nilitoka nyumbani, nimezoea kuwa around wazazi, kila kitu that was going on, my wazazi were controlling, walikuwa wananipa hela, wananifanyia kila kitu, fine. Lakini sasa nimetolewa, nimepelekwa kwenye boarding environment, ambayo was all strange to me. Kondoa Girls at the time was in the middle of nowhere. It was this big beautiful school, lakini imejengwa na Danida, na walikuwa wamejenga, I guess, where they could find kiwanja. So it was this big beautiful school, lakini in the middle of nowhere. Dodoma, okay, that was my first time to even go to Dodoma. So it was a very interesting experience. Nimefika pale, nikaachwa. My parents, of course, had to leave me with my mattress, na ndoo, na nini. I knew nothing about living away from home. But one thing I knew for sure after the 1 year I had been there, I knew I had to believe in myself to be able to survive in that environment. Kwa sababu it was a very tough environment. Kwanza tulikuwa hatuna maji yanatoka kwenye bomba. Imagine shule imejengwa na Danida, shirika la maji, lakini hakuna maji yanatoka kwenye bomba. Kwa hiyo tulikuwa tunabeba maji kutoka huko, sio kunaitwa makorongoni, tunaenda mnachimba chini ndio maji yanatoka, ndio mnabeba. I didn't even know how to carry a bucket. I was so small. But at the end of the day, I survived. I stayed there for the next 3 years. Tena nikafanya vizuri sana. I joined so many different clubs. I got kwenye debate club, drama club. Yani anything that took me out of school and gave me an opportunity kwenda kula chakula kingine ambacho sio ugali na maharage. I was out and I was there. And I enjoyed doing all that. I'm just thinking that I just enjoy doing these things. Lakini at the end of the day ni kwa sababu I really believed in myself. In everything I did. Kwa hiyo nilikuwa naenda kwenye debate, kama umesha participate debates, unasimama pembeni ya watu and you have to prove your point. Even if you have no point, you have to do the point to where you want to win. Kwa sababu it was always competition. If you've ever been in drama, you are given these lines and you have to deliver them. Unajua ili mtu aelewe hiyo message ya hiyo drama mlio. You know, nilikuwa napenda sana vitu vya performance arts, kwa hiyo nilikuwa nafanya all that within the whatever was coming out of me. At the time I didn't have an idea, but now I know it was believing in myself. So that's a little bit about myself. Nilipomaliza hapo nikafaulu tena, nikachaguliwa kwenda Tabora Girls. This is the second time that I can honestly say that this whole thing of believing in yourself really played a big and changed for me. Kwa sababu nilipochaguliwa kwenda Tabora Girls, wazazi wangu wakasema enough. Wakanichukua wakanipeleka International School of Moshi. Sasa nilipoenda International School, huko kote nilikotoka, mimi nilikuwa jembe. Yani, hamna mtu ambaye anaweza kucompare. Nilikuwa ninajiona nimefika kila kitu, hamna kitu ambacho kinanitisha. Now I believe in myself, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Nilipoenda International School is a whole different ball game. Nafika huko, My English, that was A plus English, now is mediocre. Nafika huko, watoto wananiangalia, they're wondering, who is this person and where did she come from? I'm like this stranger, because they all somehow speak the same language, wametoka from the same background, wote walikuwa watoto wa diplomats, wameishi nje, and I am, little on me, I had lived in Tanzania all my life. I didn't know what was going on. Nimefika tu pale. So now, I had that little belief in myself I had to multiply it by 50 or maybe 100 to be able to survive in this new environment that I was thrown in now. Needless to say, I survived. I passed well. Nikatoka, ndo hapo sasa, I went to South Africa. I lived in South Africa for a year. South Africa was one place I could never even gauge whether I believed in myself or not. It just didn't work out for me. It just was a country that I could never understand. So I ended up going to the US. And I went to the US in the beginning. When I got to the US, it was rough. Kwa sababu unafika, and I'm going to share this a little bit because Alfonso asked me to share. But ukifika Marekani, what you think you know about living in another country, living in America, is nothing. You know nothing when you get there. Kwa sababu nilipofika pale, nobody had taught me anything about the day-to-day living of America, about the system, about the credit system, about the banking system, about the system ya kuwazima hela. Everybody is living in debt because people have credit cards. They're using plastic money but it's not theirs. Yani your concept mimi ni kwa sielewi. Nimefika pale na vidola vyangu 200 nimepewa nyumbani. I'm looking and I'm like, okay, this is what my pocket money is. Unakaka kidogo. When you're a student, a lot of these people come to the university for these credit cards because you are over 18, so you can legally sign things for yourself. You don't need parental permission or whatever. So if you're not intelligent, you start signing your life away, literally, because you get a credit card ambayo labda ina limit ya $5,000. So imagine umetumwa kutoka nyumbani, umeenda na $200, unafika pale and all of a sudden una credit card ambayo unaweza kutumia $5,000. So now you go crazy. Maduka yote, all the beautiful things that you know as ladies. Kila kitu unachokitaka, mimi napopenda viatu, where you start going. Kila kitu. So at the end of the day, your story does not matter, and I'm going to bring it back to why I'm here. Your story is not going to make a difference unless it all starts in you. Kwa hiyo wewe, you have to have positive thoughts. Why did I give you all the yellow, orange, and green papers? Did everybody get one? Yes. Naomba zitakuwa zinakuja around. Okay, so that was my story about the lion, the idol, and I. On the papers, this is what I need for you to do. On the yellow paper, and please listen very carefully. Now let's ukaandika hapo juu. On the yellow paper, please write down 3 positive thoughts that you feel very strongly about yourself. Now nikisema positive thoughts, positive thinking is not about saying I'm strong. Positive thinking is saying I'm strong, but how are you strong? How are you strong? How do you determine your strength? Ukija kwangu ukiniambia I'm intelligent, nakwambia how do you determine your intelligence? Oh, nilienda nikaanzisha my business ambayo I built a whole website from scratch all the way up. Na hiyo website is up, watu wanaweza kununua vitu through it na nini. Naona some measurable thing ambayo I can look at to see how intelligent you are. Kwa hiyo ni exercise naomba mfanye when you wake up in the morning. Sio unalala mpaka siyo saa ngapi. Kwanza hicho kitu cha kulala mpaka I think it was you who pointed out about the sleeping. No, it wasn't you. it was Mafuru. He pointed out about sleeping until 9. Whether you're employed or not, usilale mpaka saa 3. Nalala saa 9 mpaka saa 3. Then especially when you're not employed. This is the time you have to really get in your mind. Get the right people in your space. Get the right mindset, the right thoughts in your brain. Because it's a lot more than what you know kwenye kitabu. It's more about the personal development things you're doing. Haya, kitu cha kwanza, andika 3 positive thoughts. Very strong positive thoughts ambazo you know for sure about yourself. Kwenye hiyo karatasi ya njano. And I picked yellow because it's my favorite color. So all the positive thoughts go to yellow. Sawa? On the green sticky, please write down negative thoughts ambazo you're constantly telling yourself. For example, oh, the economy is bad. Watu hawanipi kazi, hamna kazi huko. Oh, nimemaliza shule lakini nimemaliza tu na degree ya ualimu. Walimu wote wameshachaguliwa, mimi sijachaguliwa. Oh, sina chance ya kwenda kokote kwa sababu mimi familia yangu haina hela ya kuendelea kunisupport. Siwezi kuanzisha biashara kwa sababu sina hela. Sina mtu ambaye anaweza kunisaidia makaratasi ya benki sije nikapata mkopo. Hizo mawazo yote hayo negative ambayo unakuwa nayo on a daily basis about yourself, no matter how small, they greatly affect your attitude and your aptitude in general. Your thinking is who you are. You are what you think. And your thinking becomes your belief. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. I don't care who you are. Even if you are the president's child. If you don't believe in yourself, it'll only be a matter of time before somebody realizes that you don't believe in yourself. You can't live up to what they're giving you because you don't believe in yourself. You can't perform because you don't believe in yourself. It all starts with you. Hizo sentence mnazoandika ambazo ni please start with I am. Hayo maneno mawili haya ya Kiingereza. Sijui tafsiri yake Kiswahili nini directly. I don't think we have anything like it. I am. Mimi ni. Sindio? Kwa hiyo ukianza na mimi ni, anything that comes after that greatly defines who you are. Ukisema mimi ni mvivu, mimi napenda kulala, mimi sipendwi na watu, mimi sijiamini. Hivyo ni vitu ambavyo yani usiwe hata unafikiria. And they shouldn't be within the realm of your imagination, of your thinking, of yourself. Kwa your positive thinking, yellow. Negative thinking, green. Kwenye the last one is orange. Naomba uandike majina ya watu watatu within your circle. Names of 3 people ambao are your biggest supporters, ambao will support your positive thoughts and your belief in yourself. Watu watatu. Na kama una hao watu, you have the wrong people. Kwa hiyo watu watatu wanaweza kawa mtu yoyote. Kama ni rafiki yako mzuri sana ambaye anapenda maendeleo, ambaye mna support each other, mkifikiria kitu, mnaongea na yeye anakuamini, mnaelewana na anakusupport na ana believe where you're going with it, na wewe you do the same thing for them. Awe mmoja. Kama mtu mwingine ni mentor wako. Kama mtu mwingine ni labda mtu tu unayemuadmire. Mtu mwingine labda ni boss wako au mtu ambaye alikuwa boss wako. Support. O kama hujawahi kufanya kazi, anaweza kuwa mama, anaweza kuwa baba, but just make sure huyo mtu ni a positive person who believes in you. The reason why you're doing it like this is this. Unaweza ukafikiria kitu chochote about yourself. Sawa? especially when it comes to positive thinking. Naweza nikasema mimi nina akili, nikasema hivyo kila siku, lakini again I said, ukishasema mimi nina akili, you have to be specific. And once you're specific and you write it down on a piece of paper, that now becomes solidified because you are accountable to it now. Kwamba hii akili yangu itanipeleka kule. Au mimi ni mfanya biashara na akili ya biashara. Au mimi na akili ya kwenda kutafuta kazi ambayo itanisustain for the rest of my life. Au mimi ni boss, mimi ni manager, mimi ni whatever it is that you think about yourself positively. Uweze kuwa ukishaiandika chini, it's proven kwamba it's solidified. Hayo majina ya watu watatu nimekwambia uwafikirie, ni kwa sababu hao watu watatu sio wao watakao kufikiria hayo mawazo positive, sio wao watakao kuambia jiamini. Hapana, inaanza na wewe. Hao watu watakusaidia zile siku ambazo wewe mwenyewe hujiamini. Because hata mimi niko hapa mbele nawaambia sasa hivi, lakini even me, I have people that I lean on. Nikijisikia kwamba leo nimeamka, I don't even know if I can even do this. We all have days ambazo we don't even want to get out of bed. We all have days ambazo na mimi nataka kuvuta blanketi mpaka saa 4 asubuhi kwa sababu I don't feel like seeing anybody's face. I'm mad. I'm not feeling well. Sijui kwa joto siku mzima, sikuweza kulala. All of that. Kwa hiyo ukishaandika, please feel free to share it with those 3 people. Wale watu watatu ulioandika hapo. This puts the nail onto the idea of your positive thinking and your self-belief. Siku ambayo ukiwa unajisikia weak, you phone one of those people or you contact one of those people on your list, na hao watu watasolidify your idea ya wewe kuwa a positive thinker na to believe in yourself. All of it starts with us. I know we all know. Who knows that? Who here can tell me that they truly 100% believe in themselves? Who? I think he does. I know Alfonso does. Who else believes in themselves 100%? Ukiacho in the middle of the jungle, you will say, I believe in myself to get out of this situation. Thank you. Thank you. As I'm now, the difference is, nataka everybody in this room to be able to solidly say that. Because one of the biggest reasons we don't go after what we believe in and after what we deserve is because we don't believe we deserve it. Because we don't think positively and we don't focus on the positive out of life. Wengi tunaamka asubuhi tunaangalia as life as a glass half full, half empty, badala ya half full. Ukiletewa glass ambayo ina maji nusu, unafikiria hiyo glass iko na maji nusu tu, nitafanya nayo nini? Au unafikiria what can I do na hiyo maji yaliyo kwenye glass nusu? So it's all about your positive thinking and it's all about your attitude. And I need you all to know kwamba you can all do what you want to do for as long as you believe in yourself strongly. So for some people who, I know there's several people here who read the Bible, you can do all things. Thank you. So you are already equipped with what you need. The only thing is you have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself undoubtedly. Believe in yourself passionately. Believe in yourself consistently. That's the most important part. Sio leo unaamka asubuhi unasema I really believe in myself. Hapo kesho unaamka unasema sijui nilikuwa nafikiria nini, yani nimeanza wapi hapa, alafu unajua you have to do certain things ambavyo vitakufanya believe in yourself consistently. And one of the things that worked for me sijui kama mnajua, it's been scientifically proven kwamba once you do something consistently for 21 days, siku 21, after the 21 days it becomes a habit. Sawa, we know this. If you didn't know, now you know. Kwa hiyo ukifanya kitu, ukiwa na habit of doing something for 21 days straight, you do it, you do it, you do it, you do it. Negative thought creeps up, you replace it with a positive. And you do that for 21 days. After the 21 days, it becomes a habit. Now all of a sudden people are going to start looking at you and thinking, huh, Mr. Positive, Miss Positive, what's happening to you? Like you've got life on the palms of your hands. And that's how life is supposed to be. Second, it's really, excuse me, saddens me. Nilivyorudi nyumbani, nikakuta, because by the way, for the last 2 years, I worked as a recruitment manager. Kwa hiyo, for a company called CV People Africa. Kama kuna mtu hapa ana profile CV People Africa, forgive me. That will be a story for another day that we will talk about youth and employability, but I don't think this is the topic for now, or probably not even later. But I worked for that company, and I was working for that company, I realized something about our youth that's very different from the youth outside of the world, especially specifically for youth in the United States. Granted, there are so many more opportunities, everything is viewed as an opportunity in the US. Hapa nyumbani, there's also a lot of opportunities that are untapped. And this is part of the reason why I came home after 18 years of living in the US. In the US, everything is saturated. When I come up with a brilliant idea, you go and Google it, it's already done by somebody huge that you can't even begin to start battling with. You know, if you think of something as small as, what can I think of? It's e-commerce. You think an e-commerce giant like Amazon. We don't have an e-commerce giant quite as big as Amazon up in Tanzania. But we can, because the opportunity is there. The brains are there. We have a lot of entrepreneurs here. We have a lot of people who can build e-commerce platforms. But we sit and say, oh, nataka kazi. Nimesomea uhasibu, nataka kazi. Watu walikuwa wanasumbua sana with that thing. I got tired of it and I said, I cannot work this job anymore because I don't even think I live in that attitude anymore. Well, here I was sitting down trying to get young people jobs while I see the views from the makampuni, these so-called big corporations that you're looking to hire you, and they're telling us, we don't want people with no experience. They're telling us, okay, send me that guy because he's a very good web designer, but we can take him in as an intern. And when you take somebody as an intern, you don't have to pay them. It's perfectly legal. Hakuna mtu ambaye anafanya kitu ambacho ni illegal. It's not anything that I can go back to the client and say, hey, you can't do that because who said that? And here I am, I'm also having to encourage some of you guys, please volunteer, work for free, make yourself exhausted, get used by these companies and big organizations. Mpaka you're tired, you don't even know where you're going anymore. So I'm here and I'm so glad to be here so I can talk to some of you, because they say if you can't make a big difference, start with one. So I'm here because I wanted to talk to you guys about believing in yourself, and that you cannot sit and wait for somebody else to place something on the table for you to eat. If they don't make a seat on the table for you, bring a table out, lay it out, put your own food and eat on. Sawa? Yeah. Okay, so can everybody say, in the names of the late, I can, I must,